Hello boys of class 6. Welcome you to the online class of science. I'm Vichitu sir. Hope all of you are fine by the grace of Almighty. We have started our chapters revision and we have done up to chapter 13. Today we'll do revise on chapter 14 by seeing a creative question. Now let us see today's creative question and see the answers also. Okay boys, so let's start today's session. Here is the CQ. We have a table in two parts. There are some components like soil, water, air in components side A, and in B part it's plant and animal. Now look at the questions. What type of environments component is plant and animal? Explain the diversity in characteristics of plants and animals. Describe the environment that is made with A and B. Analyze how elements of A influence the life of plant. So let us see the questions now. Question answers now, boys. Starting with A. Plant and animal are biotic components of environment. As we know, our environment is divided into two components. One is biotic, another one is abiotic. Biotic means those who have life, and abiotic means non-living things. So plant and animals have life, so they belongs to biotic components of environment. Now question number B answer. Diversity of characteristics of plants and animals. Plants and animals live in all regions of Earth, from plain lands to hills, forest, lakes, pond, river, ocean, desert. In every place plants grow and animals live. In the mentioned places, soil, water, light, climate and other components are different. So basically, these components influence in the life and characteristics of plant and animal. So diversity of these places light, climate, water, soil and other components are responsible for the diversity of plants and animals. That means certain place, climate, water, soil depends for the characteristics of plants and animals. So as they are diverse, so characteristics of plants and animals of different places are different. So this is the reason that characteristics of plants and animals are diverse, showing diversity. Now let us see the question answer C. Components mentioned in the stem by A are soil, water and air. By B are plants and animals. Our natural environment are made with this combination of soil, water, air, plants and animals, because we know natural environment is that which created naturally, and these all components are created naturally because this cannot be made by man. So this combination now we will discuss. Soil, water, air, plant and animal are naturally created in the environment. None of these are possible to create by human. That's why this environment is known as natural environment. In the world, there are many types of natural environment such as forest environment, hills, mountains environment, rivers environment, etc. This natural environment is divided into two components. They are biotic components and abiotic components. Except the lively components of biotic components are all components are abiotic. That means only the living beings are belongs to biotic components. Here the mentioned components has two parts also. One is biotic, another one is abiotic. Here plants and animals are belongs to biotic component, while soil, air and water belongs to abiotic components. So this two component of natural environment makes this environment. So from above discussion we can say that combining with A and B components our natural environment is made. So that is how With A and B, the total environment is made. Now, let us see the influence of abiotic element in the life of plant. In the stem, mentioned components of A are soil, water, and air, which belongs to abiotic component, and components of B are plants and animal belongs to biotic component. Now let us see how biotic component influenced by the abiotic components. Plants take its most essential nutrients from soil such as calcium, zinc, phosphate, iron, nitrogen, etc. That means plants resources, food resources are lie or stay in the soil. So this is how soil influences plants life. Water is main element for holding life of plant. Plant can take its essential new minerals directly. It takes them as ion formed. Water makes those minerals in ion form. That's why plant can take them. So water makes the transpiration of ion from soil to plant. That is why water is very essential for plant. And in other purpose also water is needed in plant life. So water is another influencing element for plant. Air is most necessary component to produce food of plant. Plant intakes carbon dioxide from air and makes food in the presence of sunlight with the help of chlorophyll in photosynthesis process. The process we have seen earlier in chapter 5. So air is also important because carbon dioxide is present only in air and plant take this carbon dioxide from air. So air is important also in plant's life. That is how we can say water, soil and air influence the life of plant very much. So boys, that is how it's complete the CQ of this chapter. You can try more CQs from this chapter. I hope this will help you a lot to realize the topics. If you have any question, mention in the comment section. Today after this, in the next class we will start another thing in revision. So bye from me.